Hello, my fellow oddities. Welcome to another episode. Today we are starting a new painting. This is going to be our first in the Clifty Falls series. If this is your first time, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, go ahead and share. While you're at it, please take a visit to my website. I've got all sorts of stuff available on there to help support me, and that includes these 4 awesome animal posters. Please go ahead and go get them. And with that out of the way, let's just get right into today's video. So if you are new here, please take a second and go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and I will let you know that all of our reference images are provided free of charge. You can find them in the links down in the description below. And from there, the first step that we always do is we draw on a 2x2 grid onto our canvas and then transfer the basic details onto this to get started. So I just use a charcoal pencil and pretty much just use my reference image and get on there and draw every little bit of detail that I can. I don't go too crazy, but I definitely want to try and at least get all the basic shapes on there, so that way when I do my basic block in, there's some good boundaries set. After I am done drawing all these basic details, what I usually do is I usually get some hairspray out and spray it a couple of times. I give it a good, decent couple of coats just to make sure that I seal down all that basic charcoal. I don't want to get too heavy with it because you don't want to make it run or anything like that, but make sure that you get enough on there to where all your basic details will stay once we do our wash. For today's basic wash, we are just going to be using some cobalt blue and a lot of water, and let's just get this on here and get a lot of this light blue color in there. And then from there, you just take some paper towels and basically get in there and wipe off the basic details. I've just found that this is a good way to get a lot of your basic details defined on there without putting too much paint in it. With the wash done, now we can just start slapping some paint in there. This first basic block in coat is just done with a very large oval mop brush, and we're not too worried about getting any of the details in there. All we're really wanting to do is just shoot for our middle tone colors in these different patchy areas. So we are just going to be using some raw umber, yellow ochre, titanium white, and Mars black at this moment, and these are going to give us our basic colors. And once I get down to the bottom, I do mix in just a little bit of burnt sienna to give us a little bit of more of a red hue in there. And then obviously down at the very bottom, I also mix in some green because there's obviously some trees in there. With our basic block-end done, then you should be left with something relatively close to this. This will tie in our first episode and help us get a very good foundation for this painting. Remember, if this is your first time, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, go ahead and share, and I'll see you in the next episode.